So, the major question people ask me is, which one is going to give you the biggest return, Pepe or Bome? We'll try to address that in this video. Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. At this present moment, the burning question is, will Pepe or Book of Memes generate more revenue? Although this video is not intended to provide financial advice, we will do our best to explain the differences between the two so that you can make an informed decision. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Keep yourself updated on all the latest happenings in the cryptocurrency world. We will examine the current position of the market capitalization, which has rebounded considerably following that dip. At about $54.6 billion, we estimate the overall market cap. Our trade volume is still down approximately 7%, or around $12.5 billion, whereas that is up about 17%, based on market capitalization. Dogecoin remains at the top, with Shiba Inu, Pepper Dog with a hat, Floki Bond, and Book of Memes following closely behind. Now, Pepe and Boca, the two coins in question, had quite different market debuts and, in the end, very different journeys. Depending on who you believe, Pepe, who has been around the longest, made a huge move during the bear market, and Book of Memes, which, in less than 2 days, went from nowhere to a market cap of over $1 billion. What does that portend for the days to come? The market and, in the end, these two coins suggest that this has much more potential. If you look at them for what they truly are, basic, pure meme coins, you won't find much to differentiate them. At the same time that they have large communities, their aspirations are also quite lofty. Their lack of listing on Coinbase is the only commonality between the two, though that, maybe, is the meat and potatoes of these coins. Regardless of their listing order, a cursory examination of Pepe's social media accounts reveals little more than the same old extreme rudeness. When you examine Bome, we all know about dark farms, the ones who began this coin and are still doing memes. Neither of them has changed its usefulness or strayed too far from its central story, and now we know that it will have a major bull run in 2022 or 2021. It simply runs very fast without really having a good harness. Pardon me? Yes. Although there were a few other things she was exchanging as well. However, public opinion usually determines their fate. Now, looking at the two, it's intriguing to see that Bome has 72,500 holders, which is expanding from its apparently early life. However, it is evident that Binance holds more than half of the supply. When we go to IO, we can see that Crypto.com and Bybit are also participating. Consequently, the exchange houses do really contain a considerable amount of liquidity. The situation is very similar when discussing Pepe, with the exception that our opinion regarding the 189,000 holders is significantly different. And when we started to examine its location, we found that our supply and financing levels were far lower, at around 60kx according to Becker.com. The stories were extremely similar. Regarding the trades, though, the trade isn't as lucrative as, say, a Book of Memes. In case you haven't seen my film where I delve into the origins of the Book of Memes and question its veracity versus the claims made by proponents of organic growth, I highly recommend watching it. I'll provide a link to it in the explanation. But here is the difference between the two options. Book of Memes manifestly had substantial funding for its introduction, and in the end, it was propelled by exchanges. It was also considerably better planned, likely more organic, and propelled in an extremely competitive field. However, the next issue is, what seat are we on? At what price point does it work well? Pepe in the midst of a respectable run, 21% on days 8 through 5. Pepe broke beyond the zero retest level of 1,100, but he was rejected, perhaps in line with the rest of the meme market. Despite the lack of information, it is likely to be done. In my second rally, I recorded a video in which I explain why I believe the majority of my team is prepared to make another run at a market cap of $1 billion. In fact, I anticipate its arrival with great anticipation. This may present a chance for growth. Meme indicator books like Volume and Volume are worth a look. Now you have to take significantly more than centralized exchanges, roughly 70 million in terms of volume, or 22.5 pipettes. However, from a high-level perspective, you have two primary currencies, which follow identical routes and have comparable backstories but enter the market in slightly different ways. Actually, I think they'd both do great. So where exactly is my hard-earned cash disappearing to? For the time being, I'm betting for the book of memes to come out on top. If what you read and see is to be believed, I feel it has a run-up. I believe there will be more funding. I think the exchanges are eager to see the book of names, and I don't think it would be wise to write off the long-term romance. Still, I'm betting Pepe has a great run ahead of him. I've brought this up during the entire bear market. During this bull market cycle, Pepe will be absolutely phenomenal. Well, that concludes our video. Show your support by subscribing to my channel and giving it a like. Goodbye for now.